Hi, this is Just Saying, better known as Cypress Golden Browns. Well, I heard the news about Natalie Cole, and the reason why I'm toasting to her transition, cheers, 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 on New Year's. On New Year's, that's amazing. Amazing talent. And people always, when you do something like drugs, which everybody did drugs in those days, if they were in music business, they were tooting cocaine. Cocaine was a big thing. Or they were smoking pot. You know, all the musicians, you'll see them on the break, smoking, getting their groove on. A little drinking. It was that age. That's what it was. But she did crack, cocaine. She did some heavy drugs. But I looked at her, how she departed from her body, just left. Her husband left the same way. Heart problems. I think he had a heart attack. I remember the day that happened. So I followed Natalie Cole because I was in pageants at the time, I think. And I was singing all the time. Singing was my thing at that age. And it was, what song? It was Our Love, but it was da 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 bum 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 Inseparable. Ba-dum, ba-dum. That's how it is. Ooh, yes, inseparable. Yes, that was the song that every girl in the pageant sang. It was that and The Greatest Love of All, Whitney Houston, I'm telling you. And everybody would sing those songs. But right now, looking at Natalie's departure is really putting in my face, time has moved on. Definitely. It has moved on. And it will never be the same. And as being around music as much as I was all my life, I really don't like what music has become. I really love the music of our times because of the storytelling in the lyrics and the music following that, instead of the music going someplace and lyrics going in another place, or everything electric sounding. I don't like that. That really stops me from listening to music at all. And I always listen to my music. My days, the 80s, the 70s. Starting at the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000. After that, it's downhill. It's gone. Because Natalie was one of the singers. There's not that many singers. She was one of the singers. I was backstage the first time she did the duet with her father. I'll never forget my reaction seeing Natalie and singing on the stage, and then all of a sudden her dad. And there was a big screen showing something of him. I mean, it was immaculate. And I said, how are they doing that? I was there. I was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, her concert there. And it was new. I don't think many people saw it. I ate in her dressing room, which at that time was all vegetables because she had just left drugs alone. So that was like 2000 something. About 2000, maybe 1, 2. And she was really nice, and I was really shocked because her music is the music I was singing in the clubs. Her, Whitney Houston, Toni Braxton, Patti LaBelle. I could never do Patti LaBelle. You know, you got to drop it down a little bit because Patty was a beast. And I never could do Aretha Franklin, so I didn't even try. You know, Aretha Franklin had a voice that she was a beast. just all I got to say. It was not that easy. Regina Bell, Phyllis Hyman was my favorite. Phyllis could sing. Yes, she could sing. So all of those things and those emotions, I'm unable to do with today's music. Today's music is pretty bad. Pretty bad. I don't like it. And the kids jump around, and you go, and you see another person on the stage. I know Patty cussed somebody out on stage because that scares me. All of a sudden somebody pops up and then they talk to the audience along with the person that has the lead, and they hop around, and I don't know their purpose. Why would they be there? So I definitely came up in the right time. Natalie Cole's days, and her transition is heartfelt. Trust me. That lets me know that my days are going by. You know, Shaka Khan. No singers like Shaka Khan. You can't find a singer today like Shaka Khan. I don't care, and she's still blowing. Okay, so it's like, wow, time is going. And look at Bill Cosby. Did we ever think that we would ever see him being dragged off like that? But I can tell you he's being attacked. I can see that. He is being attacked. He is being attacked. It's for a reason, and I believe it's money. And now someone said that Sony owes him money, and then another person said NBC, he wanted to buy NBC, or was it both? Did he have too much money and power that they want to destroy him? Because there's no way that men, especially here in Hollywood or anywhere in the world, could ever put another man in jail for sexual harassment. I was on a date because I didn't want to have sex. He didn't want to date anymore. So just dating, men are always ravishing after some sexual experience with a woman. That's all they think about, you know. So I'm really feeling, in other words, there's double that in Hollywood. Whatever you say Bill Cosby did, that's really bad. That looks like somebody is attacking him. Why? Women from years and years ago, if it hurt them so bad, why didn't they say something then? You know. And this new person, why would he go out after something has happened? Why would he go out and rape somebody? This is all kind of not looking, it looks like they're trying to destroy him. And if it's Sony, how many entertainers has Sony done this to? We do know one. What's his name? Say it again. One more time. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson warned us of Sony in detail, loud and bold on stage, which it wasn't Michael Jackson at all. He wasn't that type of person, but he felt that these people were trying to kill him. Now look at what they're doing to Bill Cosby. I think we need to look into Sony. I think other artists that are signing up with Sony, all of that kind of stuff, they need to take themselves out and start another company and remove themselves just for doing this to Bill Cosby. Because this is the second time, and I believe it. And it's not just Bill Cosby or Michael Jackson. It's probably others. There's something wrong with Sony. Okay, that's all I have. I mean, I know y'all say, just saying, she's always wanting to fuss and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, Obama's leaving office, so I got to find something to be contradictive about. And some of the networkers of Twitter want to call me threatening. Okay, so I just thought that was a joke. Out of all the things that are happening to black people around here, you want to talk, and our children, you want to talk about threatening? You want to talk about threatening? You want to talk about ISIS? You want to talk about anything outside of the country when you have so many problems right here? I refuse to look at the news or anything, which is the reason why I just heard about Natalie Cole. I do look at my Facebook on a daily basis. I'm a Facebook junkie, and that's how I find out a lot of news in Africa, in Nigeria, as well, America, and some American entertainers I follow, you know, Lisa Ray. I don't think me and Lisa would get along at all, and that's really a shame because I lived down the street from her family when I first moved to Chicago. As there was a ramp on the side of, you know, the house. The house was nice. And it's just some of the things that she says, and she's very forefront. I think we are alike. And she tells the truth right straight up front. And she doesn't, you know, stumble over any of her words. And I think that I'm like that too. And Lisa Ray is one of them. All of my African, I have pictures of all of my African stars, actors. It's on my Facebook, Van Vicker. I have a picture of Jim Ike. I have a picture of Michael Majid, John Dumello. I wonder if I have one of John Dumello. I don't know. But that's what my Facebook timeline. I had a lovely holiday. Just to give you a brief thing, what I did, I drank some Steel Reserve, y'all. That's what I used to drink back in the day. So I know that my insides are messed up, because that ain't nothing but gasoline. I'm telling you, it's just a little bit of that. I went outside and almost fell out and was stumbling all over the place, and I could not believe that I was drunk. I believe that was a drunk. I have not felt that in a long time. And I had to come up and kind of sleep it off. Yeah, I can't do it no more, y'all. Old girl is done. Partying days are over. But I have some good memories, and that's one thing I could say. Where people say don't party, I have very good memories. And what would I do without them? So, Natalie Cole, let me toast one more time to you this morning. This is bad. She was one of the best singers I have ever known. And she really, really blew the world wide open with her music, along with her father. Thank you, Natalie. Oh, everybody have a good day. And please, I don't know what to say, but ashe.